Well, hello, it's Dr. Allen, and today I want to walk you through use of the doctor's resource because not only is it a good way to get leads into your database by doing drug-drug interactions, drug-vitamin, drug-food interactions, and offering that service, but it's a great way to prepare articles and lectures so when you're out there in front of people, you have a great resource to use to make it much easier for you to do these things. So we're on the sign-in page, so what you want to do is simply go ahead, type in your username and your ID, and you're going to log right into the system. Once you log right into the system, you'll be at the home page of the Doctor's Resource Center. We're going to really go to the health centers, so if you just scroll down, home, drug interactions, you can see it yourself. Go right to health centers, and let's take a look at, there's a whole bunch of topics, but let's look at stress. It's one of the big ones on everyone's mind, and it takes you to our Stress Management Center. And just click on stress. And when you come to stress, it'll talk about common terms, things you need to know. It says get some extra C, relax with rhodiola, work in a workout, participate in a program, talk to your doctor, check out tyrosine. And here you have the ability to skip to each part if you want to go down there really quickly. And you could just do that. It just drops you down the page. But we're going to walk down the page. So here's a little something about stress. Notice there are the footnotes. We'll show you all of the bibliography at the end. Here's all the prescription drugs that the allopath will recommend. And if you want to know more about any of these, all you really need to do is click on them. Prozac, for example. It'll take you to a whole page on Prozac, and you can scan through that on your own. We'll go back here a second. And there we go. And so you could do that if you want to talk about any of the other medications. Here's some over-the-counter things that people use. And again, you can click on the links here, go into those, and talk about those in great detail. Now here we see nutritional supplements, and remember, these are the science ratings to tell you how effective these things are. Number 3 stars are reliable, relatively consistent scientific data showing a substantial health benefit. Let's look at rhodiola for a second. Just click on it. It takes you to a whole dissertation on rhodiola, everything you need to know about it, historical, traditional use, active constituents, how much is taken, are there any side effects, so forth and so on. So again, you could break down that way. We'll go back to the stress. And as we come further down, you'll see what are the symptoms, and they'll talk about each one. And if you notice, there are links. So if you want to know more about insomnia, you click on that. Here, of course, you'll notice that each one, fibromyalgia, male infertility, and there is a bibliography to go with it. It talks about dietary changes that might be helpful, so you can go through any of these. If you click on postmenopausal women, for example, it'll talk about different ways to deal with symptoms related to menopause. It'll talk about prescriptions that are written as well as over-the-counter, and of course, it'll talk about some of the nutritional things. And you can go into a whole breakdown of depression and things like that, lifestyle changes that might be appropriate, vitamins that might be appropriate, and so forth. It talks about some hormones, DHEA, progesterone, all those things. Let's go back to where we are so you know. We're really getting to the end of this, though, because there's just so much here and just so much good information I want you to take advantage of. Talks about lifestyle changes. Again, all very well referenced. Other therapies, of course. You want to talk about chiropractic's relationship to stress. You add that into all your lectures or any of the writings that you do. And again, as we come down through vitamins, we come down through herbs that might be helpful. We come down all the way down here. We're going to look at holistic approaches. There's exercise biofeedback. Again, don't forget to add in all the chiropractic stuff. You're an expert on that. And here are the references. And, of course, you can give these references out. You could look further for each of these articles if there's more information that you want there. This one on stress, let's see how many references came with this one. Well, there's close to 100, maybe over 100. There are over 100 references. About 130 references came with the article on stress. So again, it's a very, very simple way to use the doctor's resource to be able to create lectures for yourself, write articles, add your specifics about you, your practice in chiropractic, and another great way to use the 12 Ways program to build your database, to get leads, and we'll look forward to talking with you next time.